long before there were GPS trackers or, smartphones that would tell us where to go, or even compasses, captains of ships and parties that were navigating long journeys and treks would use the stars in the sky, and they would use star maps to help them figure out where they were going. They would find the northern star, they would find certain constellations, and they would allow those to help them chart their journey. It's such a foreign concept to us today because in so much of our travels, we spend our time looking down and then navigating what's in front of us. But think about it, for centuries, people looked up, and they literally used looking up along with awareness of what was around them to keep them focused and help get them to their destination. And as we've kind of entered this time right now, I always find this particular season to be a time where people have a hard time staying on course or staying on track. The fun of summer finds them, the fun of family vacation finds them. Of course, now in this time of life, we're also figuring out how to incorporate those moments in the midst of other things that have been happening. But the one thing that remains the same is that if you want to get to a destination, you have to have something that's going to help you chart your course to get there. And as we're moving into this time, I really began to feel this pressing come over me. And it was almost like I heard a whisper on the wind say, don't forget to set yourself according to the seasons that are coming. And I just felt this kind of reminder wash over me, or even blow over me, to remind myself not to forget that there's a destination, a journey that I'm in the midst on, and a destination that I'm moving towards. And it's vital that during this time, I allow and I keep my eyes focused to the heavens. I keep my eyes focused to the fixtures of the heavens, that permanency of the nature of God, the things that He's spoken over me, the promises that He's made me. And in doing so, I'll be able to navigate what's around me and ultimately help me reach the destination that I'm going in. Seasons come and go, and with them, oftentimes our skies change. Our northern sky changes, and all of a sudden we have to become discerners of the changes that are happening so we don't start charting a course in a faulty sense based on something that doesn't exist any longer. And so adaptability is key when you're in the midst of the journey. And to focus on personal adaptability means that I become so focused on where I want to go that even if circumstances change around me, I'm adaptable enough, but I'm not compromising to my end goal. Adaptability is different than compromising. Adaptability means I soar, I move forward, I press on, but I don't ignore the need of the moment. I meet the need, but I don't let that meeting of the need become my mission, because my mission is still the destination I'm called to. My mission is still the thing that I'm in the journey en route to get to. Paul had a shipwreck here. He got lost over here. And while he capitalized on the moment, he didn't forget the destination. He capitalized in the journey and enjoyed the journey. So my question for you is simple. What are you doing today to enjoy the journey? And how are you staying focused on the destination ahead? If you want to help yourself and give yourself kind of a check-in or a litmus test for today, ask yourself those two questions. And then ask yourself that every week from now until the end of the year, from now till September, till the end of August, wherever you are, but ask yourself those two questions. How am I capitalizing, making the most of the journey today? And how am I staying focused, adaptable, and yet uncompromising on where I'm going? When we combine those two strengths and traits of who we are, we ensure that we are moving towards the goal we're called to, but yet we're not burying our head in the sand for what's around us and what's happening in the present that we can really engage in. And that will allow us to become more whole, centered, and satisfied in the things that we are saying yes to in our life. I hope this encourages you today, and I hope it keeps you moving in the journey. Remember, keep your head up, but be aware. Keep your eyes focused on the sky. Keep your eyes focused on those true North Stars that are guiding you. They are the constants that remind you that you're moving ever closer to your destination.